America is a nation distinguished by a simple yet powerful belief that government does not grant us our rights. As the Declaration of Independence expresses so beautifully, every person is endowed by the Creator with inalienable rights, including the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And the genius of our Constitution is its recognition that it is the people who grant the government its powers, not that the government grants the people their rights.
Authorize the National Security Agency to intercept a certain category of terrorist-linked international communications. Let me emphasize that, because you frequently hear this called a, quote, domestic surveillance program. It is not. You're talking about international communications, one end of which we have reason to believe is related to Al-Qaeda or the terrorist networks affiliated with Al-Qaeda.
In order to effect a timely halt to deteriorating conditions and to ensure the common good, a state of emergency by decree according to martial law, the following statutes are temporarily amended. Right to assembly, suspended. Right to habeas corpus, suspended. Right to legal counsel, suspended. Right to verdict by a jury of peers, suspended.
The President's authority and responsibility under the Constitution and laws, and these actions are vital to our security. This is a wartime measure, limited in scope, surveillance associated with terrorists, and conducted in a way that safeguards the civil liberties of our people. It is important to note that leaders of Congress have been briefed more than a dozen times on the President's authorization and on the activities conducted under it. I've personally presided over most of those briefings. In addition, the entire program undergoes a thorough review within the executive branch every 45 days. After each review, the President determines once again whether or not we authorize.
But any Al-Qaeda member that makes it to the United States has to be given a criminal jury trial.
Agree with
according to this court, lawyers. The justification is just that by definition we can't be at war with a non-state. And so anyone who's captured trying to hurt the United States, who doesn't fight on behalf of another country, is by definition a criminal.
Into the massive stone walls are the words, "Law alone can give us freedom." For the founding generation, these words were written on the heart. And they inspired a small nation to take action and to sacrifice, to defend liberty, to embrace the rule of law. These ideals, coupled with courage and resolution.
The words that Mayor Arar waited nearly 4 years to hear.
Today, Justice O'Connor has cleared my name and restored my reputation.
The report that's given him his good name back fills 1,200 pages and 3 volumes. It describes a nightmare that began in late September 2002 when U.S. officials detained Arar at New York's Kennedy International Airport. He was sent to Syria, where he was born, a country notorious for torturing prisoners.
The beating I went through was just beyond human imagination. The cell they put me in, the size, which was the size of a grave, 3 feet wide, 6 feet long, and 7 feet high. It was dark, it was filthy.
A special commission in Canada spent 2 years investigating the incident. The report it released last week urges the Canadian government to formally protest American
or associating with a person convicted of piracy shall be sentenced to hang by the neck until dead.
Actions are within the President's authority and responsibility under the Constitution and laws, and these actions are vital to our security. This is a wartime measure, limited in scope, surveillance associated with terrorists, and conducted in a way that safeguards the civil liberties of our people. It is important to note.
Look for the side. Keep hope, peace and peace. Never shall we die. America.